I'll see who. And yeah, I wonder if I recognise any of the names. So hello, John.
Hello, we are live. So we are just going to wait. If anybody's there, say hello to us. Don't leave us.
It's that awkward moment, isn't it, right at the start, when you're there thinking that you're talking to yourself.
I hate the start of when you go live because you never know what to say. I normally sit and sing.
I've noticed. I've noticed. I'm thinking, oh my God. You see, I like to crack jokes. You know, like say something funny, level the playing field a bit, you know, lift the vibe straight away. I think so. Maybe not the whole hymn thing.
Oh, here we go. We've got some people coming in now. That is someone who has not given us our name, but they are here.
I know. I didn't know they were allowed to do that. Okay.
Hello, Patricia. Hello, David. This is everybody starting to come in now. Fabulous. Hello, Caroline. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, yeah, we could show comments on this as well, Lara.
Great, isn't it? So if it's a Facebook user, are they from somewhere else? I take it.
Facebook users are from a group, but they haven't clicked the permission to show their name.
Okay, right. Okay. So I'm learning something all the time. My God. So there's Shirley Ann McDonald as well. David Jason Beckwith.
Good to see everybody coming in. So everybody start hitting your shares. We're going to be doing some, we're going to have a wee nit-nat. It's good to speak to other people during this lockdown. I've got to say, actually, this is the first time I've spoken to somebody all week. Lara, you are the first person I've spoken.
I'm the first person. Oh my God, it's all coming at me. It's all listen, probably we're both the same, John. You know, we're in lockdown, right? Other than Ben, unless I do a live, you know, on my page and that, or as I discovered with Instagram, thanks to you showing me how to use it the other day, I could actually see people when I was talking to them. We would be sitting there literally cabin fever, wouldn't we?
It's true. But look, we've got me and you, and we've now got like 80 odd other people here with us. Yay!
Yay! Thanks for coming on. Oh, Susan Milsom is there as well. Hello, Susan. I recognise her name.
Oh, there's loads. So people start hitting your share button. Let's get as many people in. It's that, I always call this the dangerous time of the afternoon because it's always a little bit quieter than normal. But there's still enough people around because everybody's getting ready for their dinner or their tea, as I call it, at my neck of the woods.
That's right, yeah. And we're both Scottish as well. Look at that. We're still coming out. We're Scottish. We're troopers. Look at that.
We're troopers. We are going for it. We are troopers.
I know. Stormtroopers, but yeah. Okay. Shared and light. Susan said she shared and light. That's fantastic.
Thank you. So this is for everybody on my pages, the lovely Lara Wells. I don't know if she's at this side of me or she's at this side of me.
You're right, that side there. Yeah, the first one, the other one. That's it. I'm over that side.
That's me. The lovely Lara Wells, folks. Yay!
If anybody's wanting to ask, it's not a fake background. It's actually my sitting room. All right, because apart from the fridge people, I've also had, they don't believe that I'm actually sitting there. They want to try doing the vacuuming here and then tell me that.
I struggle vacuuming just this house, and we've only got carpet in the upstairs.
Exactly, that's right. And it's bad enough, isn't it? I know.
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. So folks, we are going to be doing some wee readings for you, but obviously we're going to be cheeky and have a wee natter with you all in between as well. So let us know, how is lockdown going for you all? How are you coping? Has anybody tried to murder anybody yet? Have you wanted to lock yourself in a fridge or anything yet?
Oh, here we go with the fridge, right? Can I just say, right, it's just because we have a massive commercial fridge that has broken, believe it or not, right? So we're trying to use this small little white fridge. Even though we've got like 4 massive freezers down, you know, the chest freezers downstairs, we've got another little tiny fridge, but we've also got one of those walk-in fridges, you know, the type that you see in the old movies, you know, in the murders and, you know. Yeah, like Columbo and that sort of thing. Yeah, you know, where you... I've never opened it since I've moved here. Can I just say that, right? There could be anything in there, John. Anything.
See, there might be a dead body in it.
Exactly.
But
Let's
there
not
we
go there
go.
right now. Let's not go there right now. No.
So David is locked down, boring. I'm isolating in bedroom as I have a sore throat. Oh.
Oh, Christ. And there's nothing like self-isolating to make you focus on how you're feeling.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling. I've got to admit, this being locked in the house is starting to get to me just a little bit too much.
Is she related to you, Helen Spratt? I have no one to kill on my own, lol.
Yeah, that's my mum.
I think your mum and I would get on fine. She's got a great sense of humour.
There we go.
Can see who you take after.
Yeah, that is my mother. Rona has been in lockdown since the 9th of March. Oh my God. And Carla is bored, and more bored. So no one's actually killed anybody yet. That is a good thing. Ben Smith, maybe toilet roll in it for you, John. Ben. Toilet roll is like gold dust at this moment in time. It's, you know, people are phoning me, trading me readings for toilet roll. That's how bad things have got.
Oh my God, seriously?
Yeah. Oh, look at this one. Suffering with chicken pox.
But you see, you forget that all the other things, you know, apart from corona, they're still on the go. Sickness, bugs, colds, flu itself. Now the chicken pox.
Oh, I could think nothing worse than the chicken pox. So folks, keep your shares going. We are going to be picking some random people for some random readings. We're just getting, I always call this the building the energy section. So we're getting as many people in and we're building up that energy so that we could do some funky wee readings for you. I'm going to do my usual type of readings, which are, well, whatever I feel like it, to be honest. And I think Lara might be the same.
I think I might be the same. We've already had loads of laughs over on my page, right? With some fridge people and some people that obviously are getting a bit stressed about being stuck in. They need to come out the way like that. Yeah. We've had a laugh already, so we're keeping the energy going by coming over to John's page and sharing the love.
That's it. And that's what it's all about. Sharing, because it's caring. Oh, actually, talking of sharing, Lara, we've got a cheeky wee event coming up on Friday.
Oh, we have, yes.
I've even got a cheeky wee note that I could put on the screen about it.
I was just looking at that thinking, my God, John, you've got that down to a T. Credit to you.
So
how many tickets have we got left?
We've still got plenty of tickets left. There's just shy of 100 people coming along now, which is fab. But we can seemingly have up to 250 people. So,
I thought it was just 100 in that system. Right, that's great. So we've actually got more tickets available. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So, folks, grab yourself a cheeky wee ticket. It is going to be myself, the lovely Lara, who you could see now, and we've got the beautiful Claire, who's going to be coming along as well. So the three of us are going to be doing an evening of mediumship and psychic readings, a bit of everything.
A bit of everything, that's right. Between us all, we've got it all covered. But Claire's nursing her voice at the moment. She's not got much of a voice.
We've got her on voice rest at the minute.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a bit like, for all those that are saying, oh, that's a bit weird. So it's like a private theatre you're going to come in, okay? But it's online. So we'll still see all of you. You'll still get to, like you would if you came to see us at a stage or a church or anything like that, you'll still be able to see us and we will still be able to see all yous as well, okay? So we'll be able to look at the screen and there'll be like 100 little people all going, I want to read it, pick me.
We actually get to see their faces as well. That's incredible. Wow.
Yeah. So we'll be able to work the way we would work when we have somebody next to us, really.
Oh my God, John, I could see that we could be doing this a regular thing. It'd be like a new toy.
I was thinking it could be a regular thing, like even once a month or something.
Well, there's the thing we need to talk about, these membership things going forward, because I've had quite a few requests on my own page, you know, for it, and I don't have enough followers at the moment to get it. But I think that I think Claire might have a membership thing, and you might have as well. So we could maybe include it like as to, for people that want to be part of the membership group, with us all, perhaps that we could make it, that we do a monthly stint of, like that, couldn't we?
It could, yeah. It sounds good to me. But folks, grab your tickets for it, because it's going to be simply amazing. We'll be able to hear you. We'll be able to see you. We'll be able to pick you out. Like when people that have seen me before, or maybe even seen Lara, but when you see me at a theatre, I will stand up and I say, I'm coming to you.
That's
and I pick that person out. It's going to work like that on Friday.
I'm the same as you, and we're Scottish, right? Right, it's called direct mediumship, right? Where you know exactly the person you're going to, and there's no ifs or buts about it. But whenever I've worked with other mediums, and whenever I've worked, or even been to courses myself with people, mediums all around the world, right? So globally, you tend to find that I think it seems very effective that way when you're in amongst a room full of other mediums that work indirectly. Like they start off with, I've got a Margaret, and there could be 20 people with a Margaret, and they work it back.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm thinking, because you're the same as me, I do that too. It must be a Scottish thing.
Must be. It must be. It kinda, I have to be honest, when I watch a medium and they throw a message out to a whole room, it irritates me. I dig me. I'm like, can you not just pick someone? Don't throw out, I've got a Betty here. That annoys me. I'm like, just say it, I'm coming to you. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah. I learned my lesson once, right? Just for everybody watching, as well, that and it never occurred to me. I don't know if you were the same, John. It never occurred to me that I wouldn't be able to connect with somebody until a client said to me, "Are you ever worried about, what happens if there's nobody there when you go and connect to them?" I went, "Well, actually, no, I never." But now that you planted the idea in my head, right? I was up in Irvine, the Magnum Centre in Irvine.
Yeah.
Right? And as a big theatre, and of course, I had to do that event, didn't I? After I had a client heard a couple of days before saying what she did. So of course, I got really nervous because she'd said that coming out onto the stage, and it was a packed theatre, and it was John, as well as I do, that you turn and you look at the audience, right? They might see us really well with the lights, but we can't see a goddamn thing past row 3, right? Mm-hmm. Pitch black. So at that point, my system made a choice, right? I thought, how can you even do, what happens if you don't even see them to be able to give that message, right? So I just thought there's only one thing for it. Listen to whoever's talking to me and tell them to go exactly where they tell me to go. So she said, I'm the girl's mother, 2nd row from the back, 3rd from the right with a pink jumper on. Well, I thought, okay, I couldn't see a damn thing. So I said that, right? And then they put the spotlight on, and my God, nobody was more shocked than me than there was that woman, right? 2nd from the back, 3rd from the right with a pink jumper on, right? And that from that point, you then go, and I think John's entirely in agreement that you've got nothing. That's what mediumship is, being direct as that. When you can't even see them, why would you even say, I've got a Betty here, and 20 hands go up and you've got to whittle it down? Complete waste of time. If you actually really do hear them, they'll tell you exactly where to go.
Exactly where you're going, which it's just the way you go. You've just got to have a bit of trust.
That's right. Trust. My God, that's a word that's been on everybody's lips for the last few days, hasn't it?
Dear me. But folks, let's get the sharing going. Let's get a few more people in the door. We're up to 127 of us, which is not bad for this time of day, considering it's almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and Norma, tell James I'm absolutely great, thank you. Actually, I'm buzzing. I feel great after the session earlier, and John came right into my rescue. So he's been there last year, apparently.
So get your shares going. We're going to get ourselves opened up in just a couple of minutes, and we're going to start your readings. So, I mean, I'm not fussed. I don't know, Laura, how it works with you when you do an online reading like this, when you just see the comments. But for me, I normally just pick someone, or someone comes in from Spirit and they just draw me to somebody's name. That's normally the way it happens for me. So I normally just tell everybody to keep their comments coming, keep their love hearts and all that going up on the screen. Don't give up. Make sure you change your comment each and every time you're posting it as well, because Facebook will grey it out if you keep posting the same thing.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that. Yeah.
buggers like that is our Facebook. So get all your questions coming in, even if they're psychic questions as well. Or if you want a card, you can ask for a card. I've got my cards next to me. I've got my 3 boxes of cards next to me.
You bring the wheelbarrow load of cards in. I've got my cards next to me.
You know, Lara, I was getting shouted at earlier because I bought another pack of tarot cards. So
you didn't buy another pack. What have you bought?
I don't even remember. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember.
You're collecting. Things are bad. You're collecting.
I have got, in total, 121 different packs of cards.
Good God, John. What the hell?
3 boxes of them sitting at the side of me here. And you know something? I use the same 2 all the time.
Well, there you go. So why do you think you've bought the other? Do you think they all reflect different parts of you? But when it comes to it, when you're actually reading for other people, you only really have those 2 sets. So I just use one set, even though I've got about maybe 6 or 7 boxes.
Do you know what it is? People, when they come to me for a reading, I just run in and I'll always grab these ones, which are the ones I always use. Okay, which are, they've got no colour in them. They're just black and white. Every card.
Oh, they look nice.
So they're really, really bizarre.
Yeah.
But black and white cards. And I use them all the time. And then somebody will come in and they'll ask a question and I run up the stairs and I find the first box I can get and I pick up a handful and I mix all the cards together and I end up having like 8 different packs all mixed into the one and I do my reading like that.
Good God.
So it's just weird.
That's how you feel by the sounds of it.
Yeah, it is. It's just how I feel. And well, I don't know. I quite like them.
Proper sets of cards, right? And just as long as we keep them in like the order they're meant to be in, right? And just use lots of different cards and different sets when you're doing a reading.
Yeah.
A challenge we should do.
We should do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Right.
Why don't you design your own set of cards?
Well, I have got a set of spirit guide cards that I've already done. So it's messages that my guide gave me, and there's 32 of them. I don't know why 32, but there is 32 cards. It's meant to be 1 for every day of the month, but I've got 32.
Okay.
And I just haven't got around to doing the designing part yet, but I've got the messages for the cards done.
All right, so you're nearly there.
Nearly there. Nearly there.
How long has this been in the offing?
It's been in there for a very long time.
We can't even be specific. Can you hear that, guys? It's not even been specific. So it's been
a very, very, very long time. So, I'm going to jump in here because I've just seen a name going up that screen and I was drawn into them as a lady built up to me, and I'm trying to find your comment up my screen, but I'm not finding it. But your name was Christine, okay? And I'm sure it was like Christine Tate or something. It was Christine T something. And all your message says was anything for me. And as soon as I saw your name, a lady made herself known to me just at the side here, okay? And this I feel was your mum, Christine, that was stepping forward. As your mum comes into me, she feels about 5, I want to say 5'5", 5'6", as she's pulling forward here. She's quite stocky built lady, okay? I feel the stockiness to her. I feel she's got quite broad shoulders as well. I just feel this bigness to her shoulders as she comes in. She's got, I want to say her hair's like a dark, I want to say more of a brown than a black, so I'm going to go brown. I do want to put glasses on her face as she comes in here. I do feel false teeth on the top, okay? I feel she's got her own teeth on the bottom, but the top set are false. I want to give the month of February. So February means something. It's either her birthday or her passing or something special happened to her, Christine, but it would connect to your mum in some way. I feel your mum would have passed with a heart condition because she's going right into my heart here. And I do feel she was on a lot of medication. I actually feel she must have had heart surgery because there's a scar appearing on my body here. So I do feel she would have had heart surgery at some time, Christine, because I'm seeing that here. I also feel your dad's in the spirit world as well. And I feel that mum would have gone first, okay? Mum would have gone to the spirit world first. Dad would have went around, I feel, only about 6 months later, okay? And we get that. People say that people pass due to like a broken heart. And I kind of feel that's what happened here. I don't feel there was a an illness with your dad or anything to say this is, like you've got cancer or you've got this or, you've got a life limiting condition. I don't feel that with him. To me, it's like he just, once his wife, your mum, passed, he just went downhill. Okay. It's like he stopped looking after himself, and I just feel my body shutting down with him. And now I feel the two of them are like, separately, they're fabulous. Okay, I can make lots of sense out of them, but together they are like trouble. Okay, because they're standing at the back of me, and there must be a celebration round about now. I kind of want to say it. To me, it feels like it's your birthday. Okay, because they're having a wee party over there, and they have got the alcohol flowing. All right, but they want you to know that they're in and around you at this minute in time, sweetheart. There's a lot of love that comes in from your mum. There's a small dog that connects with them as well here. Dogs are always for strength, so I know you're getting that wee bit of strength to help push you forward at the minute, but you're also getting that loyal friend. That's somebody to talk to, okay, because you're somebody that won't tell the whole story. You like to keep little bits just to yourself, and you'll say a little bit to Ben over there and Peter across there and Sally down the road, but you never tell the full story. So you're getting that dog to unload on, okay, someone to unload for. So please do take your mum's love, take your dad's love, take the small dog's love as well. Actually, the dog had a problem with its front leg, okay, because I'm just aware of its front leg here. And I'll say thank you very much. Take care. Mwah! Mwah! Oops. They just sneaked me in there.
They just snuck you in there, did they?
Nothing worse when you're just sitting talking about something and somebody barges their way in.
Did they? Oh, Christ.
Oh, right. Christine, your mum had heart surgery a year before she passed. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
There we go. So Christine, I even missed Christine's name. I've got a woman with me who I feel that she took her own life. Maybe last year, the year before. I don't feel she's been gone for a massive amount of time, but I feel like I'm sure I've seen a guy's name go up there, and I wanted to point out, and I've been looking back for it. The guy's name began with D. That was all I got, right? And because the minute I saw his name, I felt her connecting with me. So I do feel that there's a bit of a question mark where her passing's concerned. I do feel that she's in that grey area of, I don't know if you find this as well, John, that when they've taken their own life, perhaps that they can be a bit evasive when it comes to actually saying what happened, and it's only by the way that they're behaving that I actually go, right, that's what it is. That's why they're not actually telling me. It's because they've had a hand in doing this. I think nowadays, I believe they call it death by suicide. They don't say committing suicide. It's death by suicide. All right. Mm-hmm. Which actually helps frame it a little bit better. And really, I've known people, just me that's there. Oh. Are you there, John? It's just me that suddenly... That was very unnerving when my whole picture came up like just
push the button.
It's triggered my abandonment issues. Honestly, it's like
sorry.
I'm kidding. Seriously. I think this must be her sense of humor, right? Because John suddenly went really weird there. Next thing I was facing myself, and I think that this is to do with D. I think his name could be Derek. Sounds like Eric, but I definitely saw a D, so I'm thinking it must be Derek. But anyway, I feel that there's a partner that's coming through right now. I feel that very much that she was so fragile. I feel that her energy, a hugely empathic woman, but I feel like she was up against it and she felt like she didn't really have an out. I think what she had, because I can feel a fluttering in my stomach, that she had maybe anxiety or some sort of social anxiety as well, because I feel like I'm kind of like in one room and not really wanting to go anywhere. But yet she's happy and smiley. Lovely girl, beautiful smile. When she smiles, her cheeks kind of pucker up here, and it looks like she's got a slight dimple on the right-hand side of her cheek as well. I'm picking up that perhaps she was darker haired when she was here as well, because her hair feels darker than mine. I think that's probably what I want to say. I just remembered you were there, John, after all that, when I just came back in the room. Yeah, John will understand what I'm talking about with this, isn't it? When you're away and you suddenly go, oh, shit, I'm back, the camera's on, John's there. Yeah. So, but I do feel she's very regretful All right. I feel it was a momentar, like one of those spontaneous decisions. But I also feel many aches in her muscles prior to going, right? And a central nervous system kind of lockdown there. I feel like her heart was broken to do with a child as well. All right. So I need to be able to say that too. Some people can just be really sensitive, and when there's so much change going round about, it's difficult to find her center of gravity. And I feel that's definitely the case where she's concerned. It's strange how you talked about the name Christine, because Christine was a name that I got in my head, and also an Anne as well. So I wanted to say that as well for Derek or Eric, and I apologise if I've got the name wrong, but I could have sworn I definitely saw a D. So she sends her love, and she hasn't left you, not really. She hears you talk to her all the time, but please watch your thoughts in your head, because even some of those lately, the last 2 days, she's been concerned about Derek. All right, so I'm going to say lots of love and bye-bye for now, and please check in with us.
Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, folks, if you've just joined in, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're here, you're live with not just me, with the amazing, the lovely Lara Wells as well.
The dynamic duo sprung to mind when you said that there. I don't know. We're going to have to find that when Claire's on Friday, because she'll feel awful left out as well. So we have to, like the Three Musketeers, right?
That's it. Amigo, amigo, amigo.
I used to love watching them. It was a humour, wasn't it? Growing up, the Three Musketeers, when I don't think it's the most recent film, but the one before that, maybe about 1990 something, round about there. I thought that one was hilarious, I've got to say.
Hilarious. Yeah. I've got to admit, I think my sisters enjoyed them more. But they were good. They were good.
Yeah, we'll be like the Three Musketeers, the Three Psychic Musketeers, if there's such a thing. Yeah. So I think I'm feeling like you're shuffling the cards there, or shall I go in there? Because
I've got one which I can just go with very, very quickly. I've just spotted that's came up on the screen though. So there you go, Lara. That was who you were connecting with.
Oh, right, Derek Japp. Thank you. God bless you, Lara. Thank you, Derek. I did see the D word. I started to get Derek. Thank you so much for popping in and saying that. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Now, sorry, I've lost my link. They were just there 2 seconds ago and they're gone. Did you say you had somebody or had a message to pass out there?
I did, but like you hang on a wee minute.
See, that's because I started gabbing. This is what happened.
That even my thing. Somebody will say something, it pops up, when it shares and the comments suddenly shoot up like that. Before you know it, won't let you go back to get the name of the person that you were. I know.
That's it. Actually, Chelsea Potter, I've just been drawn straight into your name, sweetheart, and there's a gentleman starting to build up at the side of me here, okay? Chelsea, straight away, I feel I've got a granddad energy coming in here. I want to start laughing with this gentleman. I feel really upbeat as he's pulling in here, okay? He's about 5, I would go about 5'7" as he's coming in here, okay? A nice built gentleman. He's not terribly big, he's not terribly skinny, he's just a nice average built gentleman. I do feel there's a breathing condition with him because I'm struggling to get a breath here. I'm struggling to fill my lungs up, okay? I feel I want to push my shoulders right back. I want to have my head held high. I'm putting glasses on him and I want to start raising my voice here, Chelsea. So I want to shout a bit, okay? I don't want to say that Grandad would have been deaf, but I do feel I'm probably more selective hearing, to be fair, because I want to start laughing as I'm talking of that. But I do feel we had to speak up for him, okay? I do feel there's slight memory issues as well here because I want to start repeating myself, so I feel I'm needing to repeat over and over and over. Very handy gentleman, good with his hands. I feel he could put his hand to anything as he's stepping forward here. Nothing's too much, nothing's too big for him, okay? He would just jump in and give it a go. I feel here where I'm wanting to talk of the July month, okay? So July would be significant, either his birthday's passing or something special happened, but that July month would mean something to him. I feel there would have been there's a mark or something, sweetheart, just to the side of him here, just to the side of his face, sweetheart. There's a wee bit of a mark there, okay? Do you know something? Your granddad wasn't someone to show his emotions or his feelings, sweetheart, but he's wrapping his arms around you at the minute, okay? And I feel he's very, very proud, all right? You have you've took that stance where you've actually put your foot down at the moment. Okay, it's like you've said enough's enough and I'm not putting up with this anymore. You've put your foot down and you're pushing forward here. Okay, and for that your granddad's very, very proud. There must have been a cat as well in the spirit world, because I'm aware of 2 cats. I don't want to say they're particularly your cats. I didn't even want to say they're your granddad's cats because he's not very fond of it. It's sitting here. But there's 2 cats that are coming forward. So I know that there will be the 2 cats somewhere. Okay, one's black and white. I can't quite see the other one. But it's that proud feeling. Sweetheart, I want you to watch out, and I want you to watch as you move into the August month. I feel the August month, there's going to be some, it's like, I want to say there's a wee surprise coming in there for you. You're going to feel you again. There's just a niceness round about that August time. So watch for it then. Take your granddad's love, and I'll say thank you very much. Mwah. Big kisses to you. Bless you.
Oh, that was lovely. That was a nice. Yeah, I feel like I want to go to somebody called Beverly. Again, I missed her last name, but I did catch Beverly as the thing shot up. So it did. That's probably the only, because there's lots of comments coming in from different platforms and stuff. That's the only thing, isn't it? And it's merciless, people. Can I just say? I do feel for John when he's doing this himself. God almighty. That really is multitasking. Okie dokie. Beverly, I feel like I want to pick you a couple of cards and just see if Spirit will like pop in at the same time. But weirdly enough, look, got a couple of cards here, and I've got the High Priestess. We've got the spiritual card there as well. So a lot of spiritual involvement going on with you, Beverly, right now, and some serious questions that you've been asking yourself. With Mercury, which rules Gemini and Virgo, right? So Gemini being the end of May, June. So kind of like a lot of us are, we're in lockdown for the next few weeks. Trump's talking about the end of April, isn't he? Already, exactly. And some Indian lad across in India who's about 9 years old is saying that everything will change on the 29th of May, apparently. So whichever way you want to look at it, right? Beverly is going into, we call it a dark night of the soul. All right, John will be familiar with the dark night of the soul. All right, those know, right? If those that have been there will know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, when it's imperative at that time not to come out with yourself, but to stay in your lane. All right, and just take it in the way. We've got to step through pain. I feel a woman in spirit coming through, a very strong mum feeling where she's concerned, and I feel that she wants to. She's got quite long arms. Can I just say that? Like, she wants to embrace you and wrap her arms right round you and lift you up and make you feel better in yourself. There's been some recent health issues, she's telling me, where there's been blood tests needing taken, and also they're looking, it's like energetically with you, there's something that's not there where a platform's concerned that would make your energies feel a bit better, and probably you feeling a bit better. I always want to go to minerals at this stage, because a lot of people don't talk about, they talk about vitamins but not minerals, where they provide the platform to our physical self. But there's a lot of upgrading, a lot of moving, a lot of codes being downloaded to us all right now. So a lot of the symptoms that you're getting, right, is actually to do with ascension upgrades. Again, John will probably know what I'm talking about here with you, like headaches, the feeling heavy, and poor Beverly is getting it in the neck here, obviously with me talking like this. But Mum wants me to address that because you're extremely empathic, very intuitive, Beverly, I'm told as well. There's a gift of reading tea leaves in the family. Can I just say that as well? And so, when you don't know what to do, you do nothing. Actually, when you're an empath and when you're intuitively connected, if you don't know what to do, you go in the way, all right? And you ask that voice that you keep trying to push aside for the answer to the next stage going up. A lot of the families seem a bit fragmented at the moment, Mum's saying, and she says that just to not worry about what other people are doing and you just to focus on yourself right now. Got a gorgeous smell of home-baked bread there. Can I just say that? All right. So I'm envious because I've never quite mastered the art of making the bread. But lots of love, Beverly. And just to say that she comes to kiss your forehead every night before you go to sleep.
Oh,
so carried away there, yep.
Oh, that was lovely. Kisses.
Jodie Brown said, John, did my nan come for my baby girl?
Who was that, sorry?
Jodie Brown.
Jodie Brown. Let's have a wee look, Jodie. Jodie, straight away as a pull into you. Do you know something? Most definitely, okay, I connect in, and my guy, I just feel him coming in, he's pushing that love forward. So I really do feel your nan would have came and collected your baby there, sweetheart. Okay, I feel your nan would have been that type of person, because I feel that as I'm connecting in, I want to bring children all around me. I want to pull children in. It's like your nan, sorry, would go down to children's level. I just feel this softness, this gentleness with her, but I also feel this harshness with her as well. She wasn't someone to take any prisoners. I really do feel the slaves would be pushed right up, and she would jump right into any situation here. Okay, there's a lot of love that steps forward, but she's making me aware of a lot of tears round about you at this moment in time. Okay, she's telling me there's a lot of tears round about you, and it's like she's trying to wipe them up. I feel where you're needing to take one step at a time at this moment, sweetheart. Okay, and Nan's talking of one step at a time. You're trying to juggle so much and do so much that you're getting yourself in a bit of a paddy. Okay, and she wants you to slow down there. Your nan, sweetheart, I feel very minimalistic with her. Okay, she's not someone who would have been dolled up to the 90s or anything like that. She just liked the simple things in life. Okay, she likes to talk. I would actually go as far as saying your nan loves to talk. Okay, because I just feel like I've got her here in the room, and it's like I'm going to struggle to get her to go and leave my room. All right, which is fine if she wants to do some tidying while she's here. Okay. However, sorry.
She's a character.
Yeah, she's got that cheekiness to her. She would just sort of jump in and want to get things done. But there's a lot of love coming from him, and I hope that answers your question, sweetheart. Mwah. Take care.
There we go. That's great. Thanks, John. I just saw that going round, and she'd addressed it to you specifically, so I thought I'd better just point that out. Okay, right. So keep the comments coming, guys. Susan Milson. She keeps, God love her. She's been posting like a mofo here, so she has. Susan Milton, got a couple of cards here for you. All right, Susan. You've been worried about a younger male member of family here as well, because we've got the Sun card, and you're very philosophical with the Sagittarian card about really how things are compared to what they're actually saying. Got a woman in spirit who's just stepped forward, got a mum feeling about this woman as well, and your granny's there with her. God, granny can talk the hind legs off a donkey. I feel like she's got quite a shrill in her voice right at the moment. She might be small, but she's powerful. Can I just say that? But now your mum's going to the summer shades, like doing the summer shades. So I'm wondering if there was a holiday booked, or the fact that you should have been going away on holiday, because I know you were talking about having time out, etc. But obviously that's not a great plan right now, is it, John? Going on holiday. No. Holiday for us all is staying at home, apparently, this year. Yeah. So make sure your surroundings are great where you're staying. As the wonderful Barry John has been practically decorating his whole house since he's been in lockdown. I mean, I noticed that.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, he's done his dining room, so he's happy. Poor Barry. Yeah. So he's decided that the inside of the house wasn't great enough, and he's going to have different things to look at, starting with the kitchen. But anyway, Susan, Mum said you to take care. She's asking how your leg is. Now, this woman, did she have problems with her breathing before she passed? I know it sounds a bit cliche, but I feel that she's very much very chesty before she passed over, and I feel there were two things wrong with her, but only one thing perhaps was actually spoken about prior to actually passing. So that's an interesting talk to have, isn't it, John? Actually, is that, off the back of maybe the suicide part, or when because I've known people go to commit suicide before, and they've actually died of a heart attack at the point of hanging themselves, and who it turned out she had the flesh-eating disease after she told the doctor for years it was something wrong with her, and then she was given 6 months left to live, because discovered eventually she had liver cancer, and she got the flesh-eating disease and died anyway, right? So it really opens up that thing of, do we have a right time to go? All right, and maybe some of us can actually feel when we're no longer meant to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because there's maybe a health issue going on in the body and they can't quite pinpoint it. It is a very interesting discussion, though, I find. Definitely.
That's a good one.
Okay, so there you are, Susan. We digress a little bit there, but lots of love, and thank you so much for commenting and bringing your fabulous energy over to John's page here.
Thank you very much. Lovely. So I've got my little cheeky messages from your guide card. So they're little wee messages from your spirit guide. So I'm going to pull some for just anybody's name that's on my screen. We'll get one of these cards as we're going. So the first person is going to be Ina Finlay. Ina Finlay, let's get you a wee cheeky message from your spirit guide, your helpers, your angels, your whatever you want to call them. Okay, whatever you wish. It's not what I say they're called or what Lara says they're called. It's what you say they are. So your first one is walk away. Walk away. So what your guides are saying to you at this minute in time is it's time for you to leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy new doors that will open as a result. So at this minute in time, what's happening round about yourself is you're focusing all your energy and all your time on something, okay? You're putting everything you've got into it, but you don't feel like you're getting any further forward, okay? This is your guides to say, do you know what? You're dreaming it, you're sleeping it, you're thinking it all day. It's time to say enough's enough. It's time for you to cut those ties, saying within your mind, I am not doing this anymore, and walk away from it, okay? Once you do that, once you say you're walking away, this is going to open up some nice new doors that is very much needed round about you at the minute, okay? I feel there's like a great deal of strength that's just sitting there, and it's getting ready to just push itself into you. But because you're tied up within that situation, it's just not getting in. Okay. So walk away. Do what your guide says. Walk away.
Yeah, I think somehow they're going to remember that.
Walk away.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's have a wee look going down here. Suddenly, all the names seem to be jumping up. Good God. Yeah. Goodness sake. Steph Cantrell. That was just while it stayed. Steph, I feel like I've got to pick a couple of cards for you, Steph, so I'm going for that. I can't even remember your last name. Cantrell, was it? Because it went up so quickly. I literally managed to reach in and grab that name before coming out. So a couple of cards here. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. With a couple of cards, Steph, it looks like things have been pretty stressful there for you. Again, sounding like a cliche in a lockdown, facing maybe blackouts at some point. Trying to keep it going. If we can get enough energy into the system, then we can keep the grid going as well, can't we, John? Right?
We're trying our best.
At least we'll be able to run those fridges that everybody seems to try to sell them off before on the page. Can you remember what that girl's name is again?
Not a clue.
No. So this is about incredible stress there, all right, and some hidden problems approaching. So I want you to batten down the hatches, all right, and keep in your own lane here, all right. There's no point worrying about other people, right, and leaving yourself deficit here. So it looks like perhaps it is a little bit uncertain when it comes to looking at the next few weeks here, but a lot of movement, a lot of shifting with you, a lot of letting go of the old, right? I feel that there's two roads are blocked in the as your life has been going to it right now, all right? And it feels like you're just banging your head off brick walls. So if we can't go through it, we go around it, all right? We do go around. I don't even know how to turn that tinging off, but we go around it. It's a new computer, John. Bear with me, right? And here, I'm not asking you to charge your way through it. I'm asking you to kind of just be smart about it. Sit back, find your flow, go into that energy, right? Wait for that magnetic pull from your solar plexus and then follow her, all right? She'll take you the direction that you need to go in, all right? You've always had the answer within you all along. I think what's been happening here is you've been trying to please so many other people that you've lost sight of actually who you are and what it is that you want. So I'm going to say to you, remember who you are. Okay, thank you, John. Who do you feel like? Yeah, I could just remember her name, but I said it twice, so hopefully she'll figure out it's her.
Figure it out. I'm going to go with Scott Monk. Is it McIntyre? Oh, where is it gone? Scott Monk McIntyre. Let's get a wee message from your guide, your helper, your one that walks with you every day that you chose at birth.
He says, will he find a new job? I just saw his...
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's see what your guide card says, and then if that doesn't answer it, we will look with another card. Okay, yep. So let's have a look and see. So we've got do some research. Absolutely perfect for what you're asking about, Job. Okay,
brilliant.
This is saying that you need a bit more information about a situation before you look into it any further before proceeding. Okay, so what I'm feeling is you've got an idea of where you're wanting to go, what you're wanting to do work-wise. Okay, but I also feel there is something else you're wanting to do as well. So it's like you're being pulled in two different directions. You don't know which way you want to go. This card coming in from your guide is saying, do some research. Okay, so your guides are wanting you to sit down on your backside. I mean, we've got plenty of time to do it at the moment. We're all locked in our houses, looking at four walls, and we're bored. Apart from Lara, who's got 88 bedrooms. Okay,
and two staircases about half a mile apart from each other. Yeah.
But for the rest of us, we're stuck to the four walls. Okay. And your guides are wanting you to sit down. So they want you to look at the two different things you're wanting to do, the two directions you're wanting to go in, and they want you to pick the right one. You know which way you want to go, okay? But you argue with yourself quite a lot. You're somebody that will talk yourself out of doing that. You'll talk yourself out of doing this, and you just get yourself all lost, all confused. Yes, there is new work sitting there in front of you, okay? But you need to pull your finger at your backside first and figure out which direction you want to go in. So, as your guides are saying, do some research and push forward. All right, buddy. Hope that makes sense. Sorry for the telling off.
I know. Actually, that's great, but you're absolutely right. Energy loves energy, right? So there's no point in doing it half-hearted, is it? You've got to get all your eggs in the basket, make a choice and go for it.
Go for it. Exactly. Just jump straight in. Don't go.
Like what John would do. Do you know, I was thinking, John, this would be a great system that should we do one night, right? We could do this in the dark, couple of candles on and that. You could get your people on your side commenting and stuff. I could get my people on my side. We could stream it through there, right? And we could all take turns at answering people and what they're seeing and stuff like that. What do you reckon?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can.
Just something a bit different.
Let's plan it for, what day is it this week? Let's plan it for next week.
We could plan it for next week, maybe for next Friday, and give them something to do, you know, next week at the end after the big event this week.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think we should do that.
Do like, you know, a kind of vigil for an hour and a half type thing, you know.
I could get all my spooky stuff out is what you're saying.
Yes.
Like maybe,
oh my God, that's it. Ooh.
Like maybe the witch board.
The witch board. Where did you get that?
I think this came from eBay or Amazon. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking, what the hell else have you got down there? It looks like Mary Poppins handbag, except we can't see the handbag.
I have got so much.
I love that board, John. Can I say that? I want one.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I want one. It looks very charmed. You know, like charmed.
I've got other ones. They're downstairs. I tell you what to do. If you do another reading, I'll go and get the other one.
Get your other board. That's it. Yeah, because now that we're in that energy, we want to see it, don't we?
Yeah, because these are ones that Erin did herself. She made them. So I'll go and get them. And I'll let you.
Okay, Tina Paul, great to see you on here. A big hello to you. Norma has shared a lot. Norma, I'm going to pick a couple of cards for you, sweetheart. Let John just put my screen up if you want. If you don't want it, there we go. Right, Norma, a couple of cards here for you, sweetheart. Now, I think you've been a bit riled probably by all the stuff that happened in my page earlier on like that. But Norma, we've got a little operation there and a little investigative procedure there that's going to be required at some time over the next 4 to 6 weeks, apparently, according to these cards here. How are your legs feeling today, sweetheart? Because that's a mobility card, and I'm feeling that fluid is getting trapped in your legs somewhere along the line. A bit like an edema thing as well. I've also got Mum here. Excuse me. I've got Mum here with me as well. Did Mum get indigestion a lot? Because I suddenly feel like it's just coming on, I've got to say, because I feel like I want to take the Rennies or the Gaviscon and try and break it down. And then Ben will be the first one to tell you I'm not somebody that normally does something like that. He normally is, but I've got the stomach of a rhinoceros, let me say. So I'm going to say that Mum must have had a problem with indigestion and maybe around her heart and chest area as well. All right. But she is keen for me to send you lots of love from her, Norma. Oh, he's back. Christ, just what? That was very sudden. It was very sudden, John. What can I say? So Norma's mum popped in and we did a couple of cards for her. Norma, thank you so much for all the sharing and everything on John's page and what have you. Loved your energy here. And it's fabulous to have you on. Potter, a big hello to you as well. We've got Lee Cottrell. Can I have a reading? Lee, I'm going to pick a couple of cards for you here, sweetheart. I just felt drawn to you. So Lee, over here, we've got new business adventures. And I'm going to say adventures instead of ventures, right? Because ventures just sounds like you're just trundling along. But if it's an adventure, it's like a Secret Seven, like a, like a Famous Five thing, isn't it? Get the lemonade packed and the ham sandwiches and off we go. And don't forget the cake, the sponge as well. And it's homemade lemonade. It's always got to be homemade. Well, we've got no choice but to do homemade lemonade now. Anyway, your adventure, right? And you are on an adventure and it's going to be less trouble than what you actually thought. So get rid of all the crap in your life, right? Try and pare it down a little bit, right? There's unnecessary pressure there. And I have a feeling that it's that is causing the stress reaction in you. It's putting all the, you're feeling achy and all jointy and, all stuff, apart from the fact we're only allowed one walk a day. I mean, it doesn't sound like a prison much, does it, John? One walk a day. I know.
Well, we're in prison, we'd probably get a little more.
Well, exactly. There'd be some excitement, wouldn't there, going around about? I mean, what we've got here, we don't see anybody, can I just say, because we've got 8 acres and that, but we have a herd of about 30 deer that pop in. 2 of them are white, the fallow deer. So, we've always got the deer to talk to, so we're lucky. What can I say?
Lucky.
Okay then, John, take it away. Did you get the board?
So these are ones that Erin made her very self.
Oh my God, John, that's incredible. Wow. Now, with obviously indigo children, crystal children and that, pay attention to what the children are telling. How old's your daughter?
My daughter.
Is that your daughter that drew that painted that?
Oh, no, that's my wife, Erin.
Erin did that. Oh my goodness, your wife, that's incredible. Wow. I think you could do a mean range in that, John.
We could. I'm trying to get her to make some more so that we can maybe sell them.
Yes. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. I did speak to, you maybe don't remember a magazine called Vision Magazine, do you, a while back, a few years back. Anyway, I did one of their events once, and there was a guy there that had made it was a board game, like a psychic board game. I can't remember what it was called, but he'd obviously designed his own board with the cards and everything like that. You should do that with the Ouija board.
Well, we have designed a board, and it was actually debuted on TV. I don't have the board because it's still in the TV studio. And have you ever heard of Ogham staves?
No.
So Ogham staves, I read sticks. So they are...
right, okay, yeah, Chinese sticks.
These are little... I'm trying to think. They're at the very bottom of that box. I'll never find them.
That's all right. I'll be here. I'll just read for people and you can have a rummage around there.
Perfect. They're like 50 sticks and they're all cut from different trees. So you've got like a cedar tree, a ash tree, every type of tree. The wood is. And then they've got a carving in them. And the carving all represents a bit like rune stones, different things.
Yeah.
So we made a board, and you shake the sticks in your hand and you drop them all, and wherever they land, it means certain things on the board. So I have designed a board before that we've used for readings and weird and wonderful things.
That's incredible, John. Wow, look, you've got to finalize and finish this project while you're in the house.
Exactly. I'm just... That's right. Oh, somebody wants a tour of your beautiful home.
Well, the tour, because I'm on, we can maybe do another one another time on my phone, and then I could do a little bit of a tour. But because I've got the computer up in the sitting room, I could do this and show it around like that.
There we go.
It's the sitting room. There we go. And, and somebody said in my live, of course, they thought it was all fake and I was using a backdrop.
It's definitely not fake, folks.
No, and John and I were laughing like hyenas because I said to John, it's no joke when you're having to flaming vacuum the whole thing. That makes me laugh. When I don't think it would take somebody 3 hours if they just had a wee backdrop there to vacuum the backdrop, would it? It was so funny.
I would be hiring a cleaner, I've got to be honest.
You would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We have 2 housekeepers, but obviously they can't come in with the thingy, right? And I'm not saying poor me or anything like that, but don't panic. We have a lift. But the washing machine wasn't talking to me for 4 days, and I was cursing the fact that one of the housekeepers weren't here. You know, I've got to say. All right, take it away.
Gail, I have just been drawn into you. I know I'm going to have to start wrapping up in a couple of minutes. But Gail, I've just been drawn into you, so I'm going to pull you a quick card because I think me and Lara's just sat gabbing to you and to ourselves probably for the last hour.
Some readings, I remember them. And I got to see John's board, which sounds dodgy, didn't it? But I got to see your wonderful creations your gorgeous wife did as well. And I think, John, my God, get those finished. Get everything done. I love that.
Gail, we've got assertiveness is what your guides are wanting to say to you, okay? So they're saying stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So what your guides are trying to say to you at this minute in time is stop trying to please every blooming other person, okay? If there's something you don't want to do, say no to it. Your guides are telling you that it's time for you to focus on yourself, okay? You're needing to take this lockdown time to the extreme and say, you know what? Lockdown's all about me, not everybody else, okay? You're needing to stop running stupid for everybody. You're needing to stop saying yes because you just want to say yes to them. You're needing to bring that focus and that attention round and onto yourself at this moment in time, okay? Pulling a tarot card for you, what I pulled Justice. So the Justice card's just come out here, okay? So it's about weighing things up. It's telling you that things are going to go your way and things, all right? But you need to start believing in yourself, which is probably tying in with a lovely assertive card here, okay? You need to balance it up nicely. Juggle, juggle, juggle. Do. Don't do what everyone else wants. Focus on you. Thank you. Peace out.
And that's that then, right? We're off for our tea now, aren't we, John?
We are. Folks, it's been absolutely fab. Make sure you follow the lovely Lara. She is on Facebook.
She wants to follow me so she can see more of my lovely, beautiful home. Thank you.
Do it. Give her a follow. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram as well now.
Instagram, Lara Wells TV, and on Facebook, Lara Wells Live. Like, give it a follow. Yeah.
I think you're on TikTok.
I have. I've just gone on to there. I still haven't. I know John's saying you can live stream with that. I thought I
can. Get it on TikTok.
Fun.
I don't know. Maybe are you on YouTube?
Yes, I'm on YouTube under Lara Wells as well. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Right. I do have so that'd be brilliant. So we'll need to do more of this and entertain the people over the coming weeks and do some different stuff. Yeah. And join the Ouija board out.
They're always out. They're always here. They're ready to play.
Oh, wow. I would love a throw with that design on, I think.
So would I. Last year, I told them to draw this one on canvas, but get the little squares of canvas, and I was going to get like 6 along by 6 down so that I could put it on the wall. So each square made up that picture. I think that looked really nice.
That would be amazing. Lots of ideas, John. Can't wait to see how they develop.
They'll probably still be saying next year, this is what I'm going to do.
That's true. And then, so they've got full permission to kick your ass in. There you go. To keep at it. Definitely.
Kick the ass. But folks, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you do give a follow, stay tuned, get your tickets to come to the first ever like psychic mediumship live theatre event ever to take place.
That's right. It's literally a virtual psychic audience, isn't it? Like, instead of going to the theatre, we're going to do it virtually. In fact, I don't think I've seen anybody else do that. Have you?
It's the first ever. It's the first ever mediumship night.
I knew it. That's great. And then we could have parties off the back of that, couldn't we?
We could have an after show party where we can all just get sloshed.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Definitely. All right. Thank you so much, John, for having me on. It's Lara Wells Live, because I just saw somebody say, is it Lara Live, and I said it's Lara Wells Live. And I can't wait for Friday now.
Yes, get your tickets, folks. www.johnspratt.co.uk/events. Okay.
Can't wait to see you all there. Lots of love, guys.
Take care, everybody.
Bye. Bye.